The global electric vehicle boom has boosted South Korea's auto exports to new highs in the first half of this year. Our Moon Hye-ryeon has the details.
South Korea's auto industry recorded an exports boom for the first half of the year, hitting an all-time high on the back of the rising popularity of eco-friendly vehicles. Data from the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy on Monday showed that the total value of auto exports amounted to $35.7 billion for the January to June period this year. This is the highest related figure ever recorded, beating the previous record of $25.2 billion set in 2014. And combined with the value of outbound auto parts, the total surpassed $47 billion. Meaning that the country is well on track to meet its $80 billion goal for the end of this year. The ministry attributed this to the rising popularity of so-called eco-friendly vehicles such as electric and hybrid cars, which saw more than a 70% rise in total export value compared to the same period last year. 385,000 of these cars were sold, meaning that around a quarter of all outbound cars were in the eco-friendly category. June alone saw the second highest export value of green cars in history and marked the fifth consecutive month in which sales exceeded the $2 billion mark. The popularity of electric vehicles was seen most prominently in the United States and in Europe, with Hyundai Motors' Ioniq 5 and 6 electric vehicles selling out at record rates. Last week, the firm reported that sales in the UK had reached the highest level since 2018. Car production was also restored to 2019's pre-COVID-19 capacity, along with a supply of chips and various parts. More than 2 million units were produced during the first half of the year. Meanwhile, auto sales within South Korea were up by around 10% compared to the same period last year. 894,000 cars were sold, with the vast majority of those being domestically produced cars. South Korea has seen a rising preference for cars from domestic firms over foreign imports, with domestic car sales rising by over 8% on year, while foreign car sales fell by over 3%. Eco-friendly cars accounted for just under a third of total sales, and hybrid cars were the most popular, selling over 177,000 units and making up nearly 67% of total eco-friendly car sales. Moon Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.